27-year-old Sarah Jones was doing her job. Part of the Midnight Rider crew, instructed to place their equipment and a metal bed on these railroad tracks, only to see a train coming towards them at 57 miles per hour and smashing into the bed.
The bed was still on the track. The front of the train hit the bed. The debris of the bed is what caused most of the injuries.
The shrapnel apparently hit her and caused her to knock her into the train.
Wayne County 911.
Can you get my location where I am? I think we need an ambulance. Well, someone got hit by a train.
7 crew members suffered injuries in the accident. Sarah Jones lost her life.
It's clear that certainly the producers and director, they messed up real bad.
It was a live track. There were tracks elsewhere in the vicinity that were not live tracks that could have been used.
She's right. 2020 found this train trestle just a few hours away, where, for a small fee, an on-site railroad official shut down train traffic so we could film safely. Joyce Gilliard was recuperating when producer-director Randall Miller paid her a visit.
He came to my hospital room a couple days after the tragedy happened. He didn't say anything. He just cried. He just cried.
In July of 2014, the Wayne County DA charged Randall Miller and 3 other members of the Midnight Rider team, producer Jay Sedrish, First Assistant Director Hillary Schwartz, and producer Jody Savin, Randall Miller's spouse, with trespassing and involuntary manslaughter. Each pleaded not guilty.
If they'd have just followed the emails or followed the safety requirements by the film industry, Sarah Jones would be alive today.
Earlier that year, in April, Randall Miller had plans to resume production on Midnight Rider. Greg Allman had seen enough and sued to prevent that, compelling Randall Miller to testify on video about the tragedy and saying one phrase 3 times.
Did you even employ anyone to go down the railroad track, maybe 3 or 4 miles down, to warn people when the train was coming?
Unfortunately, that's not my job.
You know where anybody was down that track before that train accident occurred?
Again, it's not my job.
You didn't ask CSX how many trains were coming down that trestle, did you?
Again, that's not my job.
That is his job. He's the director. Now, the first assistant director is responsible in the industry traditionally for safety. But Randall Miller's ultimate job is to make sure that what he's doing as director is not putting his crew, or the cast for that matter, in jeopardy. And he did not do that.
I heard that if a train were to come, that at the very least we'd have 6 to 7.
You actually believe that you can get a metal bed off the track and the people off the track in 60 seconds?
Well, yes.
Those final seconds in slow motion show actor Wyatt Russell running with his guitar as a cameraman hustles towards safety, and actor William Hurt making his way to the other side of the trestle where Randall Miller had put him.
You had a written permission, sir, to be on the train track. Is that what you're telling this court on your oath?
We had permission from Rainier, who gave us the permission to be there.
The company Rainier owned the land adjoining the tracks in the trestle bridge, but did not own the tracks themselves or the trestle bridge, where the deadly shoot occurred.
Did you seek a written permission from CSX to put those people on that track? That's a simple question.
I did not do the permits.
You didn't see any permits before you asked those people to get on the train track?
I did not see the permits, no. I was in the middle of the track, and I almost died.
That, at least, is true, as the end of this video shows. Randall Miller trying to move the bed and then falling onto the tracks as the train comes near. Rescued just seconds from death by the woman shooting this very footage.
The train seemed to be so far away, and then all of a sudden just right there. Randall fell onto the track, and so I dropped my camera and grabbed him.
Randall Miller's life was saved. It was 27-year-old Sarah Jones who did die on these tracks.
The people who made poor choices that day need to be held fully accountable for what they did.
When we come back, a heartbreaking journey up the river with Sarah Jones's parents. And at last, justice for Sarah. Don't go away.